Hi Overthinkers, my name is Courtney and welcome to the Overthinker Guide. All right, so I have another Overthinking Thursday for you. Last week we talked about overthinking during the trip or traveling as an overthinker during the trip. And now we're going to talk about after the trip. And really, this is actually things that I think about before the trip, but I want to do so that after the trip, I don't have anything to do at all, or for the most part. And it's probably going to be more on the shorter end because there's not, after the trip is after the trip, it's over. But here are some of the things that I do. One thing that I feel like I haven't been able to do as often, but when I can do it, I feel so much better coming home, is cleaning the house before you leave. Coming home to a clean house where you don't have to do anything immediately. You come to a freshly made bed, clean sheets, you come to a spotless kitchen. Like, coming home to a clean house, there's nothing like it. Because I remember I didn't have time to clean my house before I left for vacation, and I came back and dread, like the vacation blues like tripled because I was like, I have to clean this still. So cleaning your house before you leave, that is top tier. That way you don't have to worry about when you get back. Now, do you have to do laundry when you get back? Sure, but that's laundry and you still got to unpack. So that's just, you can get to that when you get to that. All right, another thing that I typically like to do if I can, and I understand for some people this may not be a possibility as often, but I try to pay my bills before I leave, or any bills that are due either during the vacation or right after the vacation. I try to go ahead and pay those before I leave so I don't forget to pay them, because I would have just been on vacation and still have vacation brain. So I try to pay them before I leave. Now, sometimes you have to wait until your paycheck in order to pay a certain bill, so I can kind of understand if that's not possible. And in that case, I would say to set a reminder for yourself to pay that bill. I do have reminders set, like I have calendar events to remind me when my bills are due. I think that helps because, again, that's one less thing that you don't have to stress about when you return from your vacation. You're like, oh, okay, that bill's already paid. I don't have to worry about it. So that's typically what I like to do. Lastly is groceries. So when you get home from vacation, more often than not, you weren't cooking. You were either eating out or maybe you're doing like a cooking class, but you weren't doing any major cooking while you were on vacation, depending on how you travel. I know when I travel, I don't typically cook unless it's like a cooking class. So maybe you don't want to cook immediately when you get home, or maybe you don't want to go grocery shopping immediately when you get home. So what I like to do is I try to go to Costco and I'll buy some frozen like vegetables or some frozen easily reheated like chicken or something like that. It's something that I can pop into the oven and have it ready, so that way I'm not dirtying up any dishes or I'm not dirtying up any major dishes, and I have something quick I can eat where I don't have to necessarily eat out anymore. Because also when you travel, you spend a lot of money, and when you get home, it feels like, or at least for me, it feels like it was a lot that was being spent, and I don't want to spend any more buying more food. So I typically like to go ahead and just do that grocery shopping out of the way, particularly with either non-perishable foods, for like canned foods and frozen foods. Put that in there and then I can pop it in the oven. Or you can schedule a grocery delivery. That's sometimes something I like to do as well, is to schedule the grocery delivery to come maybe the next day when you get back from your trip. So that way you already have at least a couple meals for the next few days. It's already portioned out for you. So all you have to do is follow the instructions and you're good to go. So that's what I like to do. I like to schedule those things before, or do those things before the trip. So that way, after the trip, it doesn't feel so, what's the word? Maybe daunting? It doesn't feel so daunting when I come back from the trip. That's really it. This one was a shorter one compared to the other three. This is traveling as an overthinker. What are some things that you do? Did you think about these things for after you get back from your trip? Was that something that came to your mind? If so, leave it in the comments. Let me know what you do to prepare for after your trip. If you like this video, leave a like down below and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. This is for the last week of August. So in September, we're going to be talking about virgin voyages. See, this month was a little bit more structured. So next month, I kind of wanted to be more casual. I tried, last week I had tried to be more casual by making it like a vlog style, holding my camera, but my arm got tired, so it's on here. It's on a tripod. Yeah, I want to try to talk about virgin voyages, just different things for virgin voyages, like the different outfits to wear, the restaurants. I love the food. I love the food. The different entertainment, and then honestly, just how Virgin Voyages is different from the other cruise lines. I feel like if you're in the cruise world, it's pretty obvious, but if you're not, join us next month. Well, until then, I will see you later, Overthinkers. I'm sure my family and friends can probably point out some other things traveling with me feels like. I'm trying to get better, I promise y'all.